Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to another episode of our RimWorld Necromancer playthrough. When we last left off, life had been looking pretty good. We were building up a ever-growing army of the undead, which we're actually able to sustain. I have to assume we'll be able to make some, like, magic clothing and stuff that'll help us improve our general, summoningness. I mean, yeah, because if we get a mana drain, we're kind of screwed. Or possibly this parasitic drain. Or mana sickness is anytime we cast a spell, so we do need to work on leveling up and stuff like that. I mean, we could just cast spells. Though I'm not 100% sure whether, if I just, like, spam some spells here and there, if that'll actually be better than just kind of letting this stay at 100 and passively generating additional magical power. In any case, I figured I might have kept going for a while with just the building off camera, but we've got some quests and stuff to do. So, let's have a look. We've got the hopeless survivors. Horn and another desperate refugee are approaching. They claim to have escaped an organ harvesting operation. Horn begs you for permission to stay at campsite for 6 days so they can rest and regroup. In return, they offer to work and fight for free during that time. If you make them happy, some of them may offer to join you. They may also reward you later for helping them, but there's no way to know their true intentions. And as these refugees are not part of any faction, if you wish, you could choose to kill, arrest, sell, or harvest them without diplomatic consequences. I'm not sure if we've had this quest on camera, but the fun part about this is sometimes they will betray you. Which, for them, basically just means they will have the opportunity to join our undead legion. And in the meantime, if nothing else, we'll have some people to help out around, and, Dunsig can actually have someone to talk to. Now, if we take the deserter, we get Nasa here. And I don't know if I want to do this because it's the right thing to do, but we also get literally no reward. So maybe I'll just ignore that. And we also still have 8 days for bingo stash. So, you know what? Let's help these poor, unfortunate souls, shall we? Let's have a quick look at them. Alright, so we got... Oh, what is this? A bed bug. Oh, and it killed the Dragon of Decay. Or Decay Drake. That's very unfortunate. So we've got... I'm gonna put these guys at the end, because they're guests for now. We don't really know what they're gonna do. This guy's got spells, though. And this leads to it. Oh my goodness, a misogynist, psychically hypersensitive. He's too smart and greedy. He's good at social things. And plants. Of course, it's winter, so that's not really gonna help us much. I get the impression these guys are not, or at least Gunner is not gonna be doing much. Ability of resistance, ability power. He does have an artery blockage. I guess, well, looking at him, I know the body type has no effect on actual health, but I mean, this guy has clearly not been keeping himself in shape all this time, so, there's a thing. Now, here's the thing. If they turn out to betray us, if I power this guy up, I'm basically, I'm hurting us. Also, something I find interesting about this necromancy thing, or maybe it's just me misunderstanding, and maybe I set us up with too powerful a start with that book. Because it seems like this guy, he has to, like, unlock spells, whereas Dunsig, he just read a book and he just knows everything. I'll have to keep that in mind. This is kind of the first time I've really been... I've used RimWorld of Magic before, but this is the first time I'm doing a playthrough that really focuses on using it. So, yeah. Might have overdone it there a little. Anyway, you're an asexual optimist hard worker who's also tough. And you're good at crafting. Goodish. You're better than I am, at any rate, and by I mean Dunsig. Oh boy, that's not a good sign. Getting all, imagining, myself perhaps a little too much in the role of our character. Alright, so what do we want to do? Actually, they're both pretty decent wardens, so I'll have them focus on doing that stuff. You don't have a weapon, so we won't worry about that. You can grow, you can plant cut. And I'll kind of have you focus on these things. And you know what? You guys don't have to worry about hauling and cleaning. Alright. So, if we look at Bingo Stash, we have 8 days, and it'll take us approximately 2 days to get there. Okay, now it's saying 3 days. I calculated this before I started recording, and we actually, like, followed this. Kind of curious if, Huh. You know, it probably has something to do with the weather. It gets harder to navigate the realm when... Yeah. Let's have a look at the wildlife. Is there anything I would want to tame and make as a, what is an arrow fleet? Oh, it's a little squishy thing. Oh, and it's these guys again. Can I mount them? I have to assume I can. Not a pack animal, though. So what is this? Small floating gelatinous creature, propelled by the hydrogen it collects from water and various plant matter. These squishy creatures wander the lands, aimlessly bouncing off objects in their path. One of the few rare creatures around here that strangely isn't out for human blood. Well, isn't that nice? Arrow fleets are genderless and reproduce by strobulation, a form of asexual reproduction. As a floating creature, arrow fleets ignore terrain movement costs. Interesting. And then you got bedbugs, which... Where was that living bedbug? Oh, there it is. How big is it compared? It's half the size of a human. That is not an ordinary bedbug. Nuisance in every world they manage to infest, while not particularly dangerous or powerful on their own, their bite carries a powerful toxin. That is concerning. And, oh yeah, you know what? I didn't check these guys' backstory. Can they, dang, no natural, damn. So they can't help us, grow more grass to develop psychic powers. Again, not that we really need psychic powers, but, you know, psychic powers are cool. We're gonna have a lot of berries. I think we already have... you know what? We already have a lot of berries. This is such a bountiful... Can I, find a bush to click on? Alright, let's cancel everything. I don't actually want to harvest those berries right now. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to try harvesting some more, eel root, though. Let's see if we can find some more. And if nothing else, it'll keep our zombies busy. Oh. Oh, that poor forest. It's just awful. You hate to see it. But, what are you gonna do, right? You hate to see a beautiful forest defoliated. You said as you started, mass chopping down trees. But I mean, we can, once we get tree sowing, we can grow more trees. And at least this isn't like Don't Starve, where we run the risk of, summoning an Ent. Though there is an Ent mod. Let's see. 2 of your colonists will lack warm clothes when the cold season arrives. Alright, that's useful to know. Let's see, do we have a cool wintry jacket? The answer... Well, we could make some pelt coats. There we are. But, you know, I'm not terribly worried about these things. Baffles me. How is it that both of these corridors have become so cool, but this is staying so hot? I'm almost thinking what I ought to do is have the hearths in the corridor provide light and heat, and then just regular torches or candelabras or chandeliers or what have you in the Great Hall here. This is going to look real great once I finally have it done. I'm probably going to replace the wood with stone, though. It's going to be all stone. We don't want anything flammable, which means I probably should have made these out of iron to at least limit their flammability. But you know what they say, live and learn. Okay, so, overall. Now you may be wondering, hey, what's up with the weird door placement? The reasoning behind that is, if I just move this wall over here, then we don't have to worry, and it'll extend this corridor a little bit, which means I can have that 2x2 door, and it'll be perfectly symmetrical, I think. Oh, and there it is, and we can have our elven gate. Because I like the look of the elven gate a little bit better than the dwarven gate. They're both good, but I want the elven gate, dang it. All my corn. All my corn and cotton. Going to waste. Anyway, and the only reason I'm not really building more walls right now is because, what am I waiting for? I think it's Dwarf Fortress so that we can get reinforced walls. Though, alternatively, if we wait all the way until Woodland Hearth, we can get these elven carved walls which have beauty associated with them. And all the walls will be made out of, you know, in fact I'll put this above the Dwarven Fortress. But we'll probably have a lot of Dwarven, Elven. It's kind of a shame there wasn't a Lord of the Rims mod that added, oh no. Oh no. I just realized my mistake in all of this. Potentially. This corridor, in all my efforts, it's still not gonna be symmetrical. Or wait. No. Yes. Yes, it will be. It will be. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, I was freaking out there for a second that my beautiful perfect symmetry was going to be thrown off. I mean, don't get me wrong. Asymmetry is also, you know, when done right, is also beautiful. But I appreciate a good symmetrical design. But again, asymmetry, I guess it really all depends on what you're going for, right? And for me right now, I am going for beautiful, perfect symmetry. So, yeah. Anyway, and you know what? Things are going pretty nicely, I think. I mean, we've got our building here, we've got our, we've got everything. A lot of people not doing anything, though, and that kind of makes me upset. I mean, not that there's anything I can do to really help that right now. Oh, right, I smoothed this out, because I want, something I would like to do is have an Irvin Hill. Well, I mean, again, kind of there goes our symmetry. Though I guess if I really wanted to get insane about it, I could carve out the mountain so that it's symmetrical on both sides here. But, yeah, let's see. I think with farming I can place topsoil. Yeah, there we go. I can place some topsoil on the smooth stone, and I think I can turn the topsoil into regular soil, and possibly just having the topsoil will allow me to put the Irvin Hills here. And then, yeah, it'll be all good. Alright, you know, I better make sure I don't screw this up. Three. Notice my lisp with the pronunciation of the TH sound there. And, yeah, then this'll be our entrance, and then it'll lead right into the Grand Hall. Perfect. And then these will be... I'm not really sure what these will be. Lounges, maybe? They could be anything. And what I gotta make sure I'm on top of these because I don't want them to grow back, because I do wanna... You know, let's leave this for now. Anyway, but all this does effectively is just gives us an extra layer of defense in which we won't have to worry about the enemy potentially harming us. Or, you know, something to that general effect. And I also decided, as you probably noticed, to go from fine piles to just these slabs. One, because they seem more appropriate, and two, because these are hallways. I don't want to spend all of our good material. Okay, good. Now I can... I'm just going to deconstruct this door and put this in its place. And that will be good. Alright, so everything is continuing to come together, and that makes me a happy man. Do I want to let these guys maybe research? Not really. I mean, I could, but I don't know if I want to. I think these guys are going to betray us. That's the fun and the mystery of this, isn't it? Is we don't know what's going to happen. Now, in my experience, what tends to happen is if they're going to betray you, it's about halfway through. I should probably also make preparations to leave. In fact, let's make sure we've got it's going to take 4 days now. Alright. Let's just... Oh, I can't bring our guests. So if they betray us... Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. Oh, God, no. The game's gonna crash because these guys don't eat normally, so... That's a... Oh, God. Oh, is it already frozen? Okay. Pro tip. If you're using... As far as I can tell, it's like any inhuman races. Try to remind yourself, turn off automatically select travel supplies before you start. Because in my experience, what tends to happen is you end up in like this situation. Where, yeah. The game doesn't know how to handle it. Alright, so with 400 cram, we actually have plenty of food here. So, in fact, I guess you should probably do your calculations before you even go. So we're gonna need about 8 days of food. Since it's gonna take us... Well, actually, let's make it, if it's gonna take us, let's estimate 4.5 days. Maybe we should be taking 10 days of food. There we go, so 10 days of food. And... we don't know what we're gonna face, that's the scary part. And I don't know if the other guys are gonna betray us. And I don't know if our zombies will be able to fight... Well, then again, they have weapons and... you know, these guys, or Gunner and Horn, they actually do have weapons. Could you, not be carrying around a log of wood there? Oh, it's locked. Interesting. And the lavish meal is locked. I don't recall saying that you could carry that. His clothes, however, are not locked. Interesting. Anyway. So... I guess if we get out of there sooner rather than later, or if we, you know, go do our journey, if they're gonna betray us, it's gonna happen while we're gone. And I guess that's the benefit here. They don't have much they can steal. They could steal the mithril. Alright, here's the plan. We're going to move all of our stuff that we definitely don't want them to steal into this room right here. And then we're just going to wall it up. Because it is unlikely that, this is just a pro gamer move here, by the way. And Erin's... Oh god, now... Well, she's just a skeleton. There's nothing for her to show off. Just some bones. Just some, you know, weather-polished bones. Maybe. Or weather... I don't know. I'm trying to think to myself now. Would a bone that has been exposed to the weather, would it end up becoming, like, super smooth or super rough? And doesn't matter. The answer to that question is no, it probably doesn't matter. But, what is Dunsig doing? Ah, he's training. Training the dogs to do additional work. Not that our dogs need to do any work, to be frank with you. But it does get him training for skills so that eventually his animal handling will be high enough that we could train a dragon. Because, you know, as I've established, having a dragon would be pretty damn cool. Though, alternatively, riding around on this overgrown colossus would also be pretty damn cool. Okay. Will it actually attack if I fail? Let's see here. Revenge chance, 1.3%, which basically means there is a 100% chance that it will kill us. Remember that, if there's even a 1% chance, even if there's a fraction of 1% of a chance, just assume it will happen. And you know what, if we're gonna be going, might as well have these guys set to research while Dunsig's gone. That way they can at least be good for something. Alright, so it's gonna take 4¼ days. Well, 4 1/5, I guess. But, you know. It's all relative. Okay, that's good. Oh, we should probably bring a couple of things of medicine. Let's you know, we'll only need about 5 at most. Ah, and it'll actually take us 3 days, so we're actually slightly faster than I thought. Okay, so it slows down no matter what we do. Actually, you can carry the least of all of our companions, so let's bring these two, and we'll leave these free to... Because frankly, I think they've got the better weapons. Of course, if there's a lot of enemies at that camp, then, or wherever it is we're going, it says we have 0 days, but we know we actually have 10. I hope it's a mostly empty ancient ruin. It's probably gonna be full of mechanoids or something. You just know something horrible is gonna happen. I don't know what, but something horrible is gonna happen. You know, I'm pretty proud of our little Necromancer. He's doing so good for himself. Crazy old 16-year-old hermit. But then again, how do we know he's actually 16? How do we know he's not an ancient elder lich that has simply transferred its mind into the body of a younger man? Well, that would kind of run completely contrary to the narrative that I've been setting up till now, so clearly that's not intended to be the case. I guess we could start crushing stuff into other material, because we do need dirt. So let's I don't know, we'll do 10, maybe 10 of each. And hope. You know what, we'll do 20 of this. I mean, I could just pick the sand off the beach, but I don't really want to do that. Okay, and we can break our chunks. Now, we already know that you don't get that many chunks out of this. Did it say for this I needed stone chunks? No, I just need dirt. Okay. So that should be fine. There we go, and at least we're going to be working on, you know, getting all this stuff out of the way. 3.6 days, so we've got a bit of a journey ahead of ourselves, and you know what? This is probably the perfect time to wrap this episode up, so until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, and I will see all you in the next video.